Okay, so here goes something. Here goes something that just came up. David's best friend or an associate of his was just arrested in Montana. Law and crime. We're going to react to this, and we're going to react to the SETI
We
Nash.
have got to the
SETI
point
Nash
where
came out
literally
here too.
anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to
Let's
code.
check it out.
This is base 44. This is
So
a
David
One of
still is not
David's
arrested.
friends has just been arrested out in Montana. Let's discuss. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime.
Yep,
I'm
they
Jesse
friends.
Weber. Okay, breaking news. We're literally jumping on right now. We're getting information as I'm recording, but TMZ has reported that a friend of singer David, somebody we've talked about a lot here on Sidebar, this guy named Neo Langston has been arrested out in Montana. Now, it seems to be for failure to report as a witness. Why is that important? It is important because, as we've been reporting, there is apparently a grand jury that has been impaneled and has been hearing evidence in connection with the death of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who was found dead, her decomposed body found in a Tesla reportedly registered to singer David. This was back in September out in Los Angeles. And to be clear, David hasn't been charged or officially implicated in any crime, but with the reports of a grand jury, this is a flexible situation. We've always wondered what could come of that. Now, according to a representative for the Lewis and Clark County Jail, there was this warrant out for Langston's arrest. And as the information's coming out, again, we looked at the court records. It seems to be 23 years. He's 23 years old. It was originally for an unspecified warrant. So at first, while we couldn't confirm exactly what it was for, TMZ reported, though, that this warrant was out of Los Angeles, and it was for failure to appear as a witness. And by the way, he's currently being held without bond. And TMZ has also reported that police in Montana have been working with LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division, and we believe that has been the unit that has been heading up this investigation into what happened to Celeste. By the way, this jail is out in Montana, population about 70,000. The jail is in Helena. If he knew Celeste, if he had a relationship with Celeste of some kind. And again, we can't officially confirm that he was supposed to be testifying in front of this grand jury, but again, we're trying to put two and two together. I want to bring on retired Detective Commander Will Svilar to talk about this. Will, thank you so much for coming on. Again, we're still developing this. I'm still looking for breaking news as we record this. This is a big development. Your thoughts?
Well, if he's being held for a failure to appear as a witness, that's a contempt of court charge. So the charge.
David is 20 years old. How do you get yourself in a situation like this, young man? How do you get yourself in a situation like this? I think I'm just going to go ahead and switch over to the SETI Nash video because.
So bringing this guy in, this guy they probably believe has pertinent information to support this charge. And it sounds to me like the noose is starting to tighten around the offender.
If we assume that he was supposed to be testifying in front of the grand jury, and obviously we know grand juries are kind of one-sided, it's the prosecution presenting enough evidence to suggest, hey, can you return an indictment? First, we had thought that it was just an investigative grand jury that couldn't return an indictment. Then there was reporting, no, this is a grand jury that can return an indictment. The standard to get back an indictment is relatively low, but it's the prosecution's case. They're presenting evidence to support whatever charges they're looking for here. If we assume he's been an uncooperative witness, and we assume he's all the way in Montana, so 1,200 miles away, timeline's interesting, right? So the reporting in December of an uncooperative witness, and now in January, I wonder if they might have had trouble finding him. I don't know the circumstances of his arrest. I don't know the cooperation. I mean, talk to me about the cooperation. If you have LAPD now working with Montana to maybe find him, I do wonder.
Her parents. They say that she ran away a couple of times when she was 14 years old. There's also a video of her going back home after her parents had reported her ran away, and she's outside arguing with her parents on like a door camera, on a door ring camera. Let me see if I can. Arguing with the neighbors, my bad. She was reported missing. She came back home. Her parents didn't call the police or nothing
Right there.
whenever she got back home.
See that door right there?
When she ran away again, her parents didn't call the police either. Visited family months after disappearing.
Number 2, not down there.
What's up with the parents? How do you just let a 13, 14-year-old roam around?
You gonna let me talk? I ain't gonna let you talk. No, you ain't gonna let me talk. Why you not gonna let me talk? You tripping. I ain't tripping. Nah, you tripping. How about you ain't tripping? You gonna let
Too
him
grown,
talk? All right,
too
I'm not gonna
grown
let
for
you
her own
talk.
age. Sad situation. This little girl was way too old for her own age.
Your little house, you don't even got a house. Hey, bro. You talking?
Yeah, ain't nobody black right here, homie. We're Southsiders right here, homie. We're Southsiders here. Get it?
Let's check out what
Like,
City Nash saying real quick
This is the
because
Mercy Capital Court, powered by artificial intelligence.
I didn't hurt her.
Brr, bundle up this winter with your
that
coat,
one
scarf,
comment
and these
just kind of,
jackpots. For
I don't
only
know, threw me
$5,
for a
get
loop.
Powerball with Power Play, Lotto, and a free natural state jackpot
Yeah,
ticket.
they
There's
are
3
creeps.
chances
They
to
are
win,
creeps.
win. Ask for the $5 bundle today.
It's like the wheels of justice.
But where are the parents in this whole situation? It's like the R. Kelly thing. You know, R. Kelly is in jail right now for a lot of adults. He's not in jail for children right now. It's for adults. But where were the parents with the little girls before that, though? Let's react to City Nash. This is about David's friend being arrested.
Justice is turning very, very slow for one Celeste Rivas Hernandez in the case of David being the primary suspect. Because we got an arrest, but it's not what y'all think. So I don't want to tear through headlines, but it's a pretty damn good indication of certain things that's going on. Let's go. TMZ exclusive, baby. David's friend Neo squirreled away at mom's abode before arrest. David's friend Neo Langston was kicking back at his mom's cozy Montana home before police paid him a surprise visit Thursday and busted him for failing to appear as a witness in Los Angeles, TMZ has learned. As we first reported, Neo was pictured getting handcuffed by a small army of cops in Helena, Montana. An LA judge signed off on an arrest warrant. He was then transported to LA and booked in the LAPD's Metropolitan Detention Center on $60,000 bail. So we can go right here. Let's take a look at these good old pictures. Man, these dudes be little as hell.
Facts. And then it makes you wonder, like, why didn't he report? How hard could it be to tell on David if he's the one who did it, unless maybe you got your hands dirty inside that situation as well? Is it something that you might say that can get yourself in trouble? Because this is the speculation. I don't know if it's true or not. This is the speculation. It could be an overdose. Maybe she was high on something. She had took something and the girl overdosed. And then everybody's getting scared because it seemed like there was some type of inappropriate relationship between adults and a 14-year-old. And now this 14-year-old has just overdosed in front of you. And then again, she's 14. Celeste didn't look like no grown woman. Who bought her the drugs?
He look weird as hell, don't he? But why y'all need all these damn police? That's one thing I don't understand. Like, y'all didn't need all these damn police officers at all. Let's look at, and then he's smiling. Yeah, Brett, you ain't helping none at all with your case or potential case. And then y'all
Facts.
can see, here we go, the Helena Police Department, warrants, got all this stuff. And then you got all the damn responders, Helena PD, and then you got all of this shit right here. And this is basically their log, logging all of this shit. They got them. They got there, or basically they got to sign all of this shit, and then got en route at 4:16. Call details. So they okay. So they met up and then got there. Okay. So yeah. I don't know why I find this shit fascinating. Anything. Okay. So now we're back. So breaking, David's friend Neo Langston has been arrested and booked into the Lewis and Clark County Jail in Helena, Montana. That's funny. If y'all know Lewis and Clark. Out of an out-of-jurisdiction warrant from Los Angeles County for failure to appear at L.A. Mag. I spoke with Helena police, who said Langston remains in custody. Public record shows Neo's mom, Cynthia, purchased her Helena home in March 2025. Ooh. TMZ reached out to Cynthia about her son's arrest, and she declined to comment. Around November 2025, a grand jury was convened to investigate the death of Celeste Rivas, whose dismembered corpse was found inside David's Tesla in Hollywood last September. And it says, our sources say David is viewed as a suspect in a Celeste apparent homicide, but he has not been arrested or charged. We're told a second suspect has also been identified. Hey, y'all know what the deal is. Some of y'all just soon they so heavily flawed in a mass amount of things that people are essentially taking this as though it's a normal jury. It isn't. It's a special jury. Special, like them classes you used to take, Nash.
Special,
yeah, but shut up, I'll bust you in the lip. So basically what happens is this is essentially a mock trial, meaning it's not real, but the prosecution leans heavily on what they've done and essentially what can be found. You see what I'm saying? So it's not real, but the end results will determine if they decide to press forward. But here's the negative part. And some of y'all are like, you know, when you say the good, you say the bad. It sounds good, but there's no defense. Imagine if you made an argument, right? And let's say you were talking to a normal person, somebody you just found off the street. That's how it's supposed to be in your city. And you say, man, this person did this, and did this, and did this. And then I have this person I had to talk to about it, and this person I had to talk to about it, and this person I had to talk to about it. And then when I do, they say this, and they say that, and they say this, and it furthers my point. And the person who's listening to you is going to say, oh, well, you're obviously on drugs because why are you telling a random stranger? But on a serious note, that person would more than likely agree with you unless your case was that damn bad. That's what California is doing right now. Typically, you're going to get your ass arrested and charged, and that's that.
Yeah, why are they doing all this if they already have all their ducks in order? Why do they need to have a mock trial? I get what he's saying. I mean, like, it's easy to present your case and make somebody look guilty if that person is not there defending themselves. If that person not there, if that person ain't there defending themselves, and David, I don't imagine he's broke. I'm guessing he got a little something stashed away. Certainly he got a little bit of money. Certainly he can afford some kind of defense. Yeah, I get what Ceddy Nash is saying. It sounds good whenever you're not there defending yourself.
But how they're presenting this to a mock trial tells me how weak this damn case is. And I'm not trying to be one of those individuals like, oh, bro, I'm winning. No, when they arrest him, because they're going to arrest him, they just really want to know the strong points that they have and the ones that are weak. That's going to basically be the nail in the coffin for David. Will he beat the case? If they're operating like this to see if it's even worthy of people actually weighing in as far as the jury goes and to see if y'all can prove your point, that's not good. Why do I have to fake a trial instead of just taking you to real trial? Now, some of y'all will say, and you wouldn't make sense, but I'd have a counter argument for you. Some of you will say, well, Nash, if they charge him with murder and he's found not guilty, they can't charge him again with double jeopardy. You would be right, except in that instance, the feds are automatically going to get involved because they are. See, what's ultimately going to be the thing that happens to David, in my opinion, based off of if they lose me in the state, they're going to charge his ass with the Mann Act. If Celeste is known to basically go across that damn line, especially as a kid as well, and they can prove that these two been having relations, now they're gonna have to try to prove that they slept together. But I'm assuming that when you have, dare I say, the manager driving the damn bus and the little girl is in the back sleeping with him, the lawyers on David's side will say, well, listen, man, you don't have any proof that they were actually having intercourse. I think a jury will put it in their mind.
Yeah.
Shit, he ain't Gandhi. It ain't like how Gandhi used to sleep with 12-year-olds and say, look, but I did not sleep with her. I did not sleep with her.
That is true.
She slept.
I read something that said Gandhi used to sleep with like children and be like he used to sleep with children to withstand the urges to have sex with them. That's what Gandhi did.
But I did not touch her. Yeah, that's a real thing. Yeah, that's a real thing. Gandhi was a goddamn pervert. So, yeah, bro, me personally, it don't look like a strong case to me. The feds should get involved. If they really want to secure a victory, they got to get the feds involved, bro, and leave it for what it is. But making a fake jury, a mock trial, and all of this shit to prove what exactly? What's the charge? Murder? How are you going to prove that it's murder? Y'all been doing this shit since November. So basically 2 months already in? If we get an arrest for David, I'm assuming, and I really called this shit. I said, bro, it'll be in March because of how slow they're going, all of the damn holidays and all of this shit, bro. But to be fair, I don't see it. I don't see it. I really don't see it. And I'm pretty good at well, we're pretty good because a lot of y'all agree with the same shit I do. We're pretty good over here at calling this shit. If he gets convicted of anything, I think it's going to be essentially like a manslaughter charge or tampering with evidence or some shit like that. Because he's going to have to do one of two things. Either let this shit play out and then take a plea deal because he'll be offered one, or the worst thing he can do, which might be the best thing he can do, admit this shit that he been sleeping with this little girl and then let them know basically what actually happened. That she OD'd, she died, they panicked, they didn't know what the hell to do, and all of this stuff. And then basically you get to see what the hell happens after that. Because it depends on the charges, the harboring a minor and all of these things, because they're going to have to do that. They're going to have to put that charge in there. They're probably going to hit him with like 8 charges. I know I had 5 my goddamn self when I thought about it without charging him with murder or messing with a dead body. So it is what it is on that one, man. But shit, y'all let me know your thoughts on this one. I know some of y'all probably like, damn, Nash, so you saying that he didn't kill her? I don't know what the hell happened. But it's not what you know, it's about what the hell you can prove, in the words of Jamie Foxx. Yeah. And I just don't see that they proved anything. Now, if you understand like the rest of us do, then you get it. It's not that you like it. It's just, this is the shit that's going on. So, yeah, man, unfortunately, he might be getting away with this shit because they're trying to allege that the little dude, that's like his boyfriend or something like that. They were in like I don't know what the hell they were in. I don't know what the hell these relationships be. Apparently, the rumor is, I don't know what the hell this is, but the rumor is that David was in a relationship with Celeste and he was in a relationship with Dude. How true that is, I don't know. This is all internet theory and speculation that scratched the shit out of my head, but I don't know. Because I don't see how you could, at 20 years old, even at 18 years old, bro. At 17, my girl was 19. I didn't even, but I don't know, because a lot of these cats is different. So, y'all let me know y'all thoughts on this one. Are y'all of the mindset that they can prove the murder? Or are y'all like the rest of everybody else? Shit, the shit is too long. Like, she died months before, and they basically are getting away with a quote-unquote perfect murder. Because it seems like all of this shit was planned. His mama got that house the same year she died, like to go hide that kid. They were hiding the little dude for a reason. Neo. They were hiding him for a reason. He wasn't just chilling in Helena, Montana. And then the fact that you are
Yeah.
in the most populated city in Montana is insane. And I ain't trying to sound like one of them R words, but bruh, you should have went where a lot of your people are, bruh, like New York. Or if you wanted to be in the north like that, what we see, Gran Torino? What was that in?
I don't think they're gonna get away with it. I don't think they just about to get away with murder. But I don't think they gonna get him on the charges that they want to get him on. 14-year-old dead inside of your vehicle. This is some stuff that individuals go to jail for the rest of their life. Or whenever you hear this on the news and how much media coverage it got, this is the stuff that makes you want to put somebody in jail for the rest of their life. I'm not necessarily sure because it's taken too long. It's taken just way too long for them to bring charges on him.
A popular streamer and close friend of singer David has just been arrested. Coincidence or something deeper?
I want to see the arrest video real quick.
Guys, we were just sent Neo's arrest video, and I'm so here for it. First of all, I'm here for all the images.
Con el nuevo menú $5 faves de Popeyes,
And I ain't gonna
pedir
lie,
esto, o esto, o esto.
She sound like
Guys,
a
we were
girl's
just
girls right
sent
here.
Neo's arrest video. Guys, like there's a lot of officers, okay? I'm here for it. Okay, so in the next screen, I'm gonna play it in full so you guys can watch it without me there, okay? Okay, let's see. If you were live with us earlier,
Look, his name is Neo the Asian. That's his name? One hell of a name.
A popular
Was there? And we assume he's
This
all the way.
might be, we might call this video really. I mean, like all that happened was that he got arrested. David's still not arrested. There's no charges against him. He's a person of interest. We already know that. How long is it going to take for David to get arrested? How much evidence do they got on David? Do they got the right evidence to tie David into what happened? Here goes another thing. She was, what is it? Dead for months or dead for some time. Wasn't David on tour the time of her alleged passing or whatever? There's so much of an open window, the gap like between time. It must be really difficult trying to tie him on how this girl lost her life. So, and then again, I mean, like, this is a 14-year-old runaway. Who's to say that David and his crew was the only people around this 14-year-old? Not to say that they ain't had nothing to do. She probably died around their company. But this right here, this 14-year-old was way too grown. She was acting older than what she really was. Where were the parents? I keep on wondering that. Where were the parents? If you got a 13, 14-year-old missing, little girl missing, You'll think the mom and the dad be riding up and down streets, picket signs, trying to look for the little girl or something, but we're gonna skim through this real quick. I mean, like, this is just another detective on. He's gonna do some commentating type of things. There
From
goes
blue
the smile.
to ew.
We might call this video right here. Let's see. We're probably gonna call this video. I mean, like,
Now all the transcripts are sealed. So until it gets unsealed by a judge, we won't know anything until probably time of trial.
And by the way, just to go back to Neo Langston, if someone is allegedly uncooperative, does that mean they have something to hide? Or have you seen in your experience?
Or if he fights it, has to go.
whenever you squeeze young people, like these guys don't look like the hardened criminals that just would not tell, unless it's to keep their own ass out of trouble. What does Neo the Asian? What might Neo the Asian might have to hide? Because I couldn't see him risking the rest of his life behind bars just for David, even if they wasn't some type of gay relationship. You love him that much? I'm just saying. Unless your hands are tied in with that as well. You guys get inside the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this. The question is, why do you believe David has not been arrested or charged with anything yet? Why is it taking so long? City Nash says they're going through a mock trial. Why are they going through a mock trial? Get in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about it.